Last time on Knights of the Rolled Table, after being transported 1,000 years into the past, the team met an elf named Oliver and agreed to help him find his lost love Kilani. The team fought and defeated the evil necromancer in the form of a decaying bear and freed Kilani. The magic seemed to be the same as what Malkadoff used on Gravely, and the team hoped it might provide clues to how to recover their friend. Upon being suddenly whisked back to the great library they disappeared from, the team was greeted by a version of their new friend Oliver who was 1,000 years older.
We're in the portal. Whoomp, you're back. There's Oliver. Branch is standing, staring.
You are back?
It's Oliver. I might be a little bit older than what you remember, but I'm still same person.
Oh, we just saw you, Poyo.
It's good to see you.
Been quite a while since I've seen you. I've heard about some of your exploits, and it's been quite impressive what you've been able to pull off.
Well, thank you. I gotta say, it was a late start for me, but I feel like I've contributed a lot to society.
I'm not as familiar with your work, Randall.
Garbage Fest, 1984? Come on.
You know, none of that's really terribly important. Since you've had this time, have you heard anything about Gravely? Maybe seen him? We still haven't found him. We literally just left you.
I've only heard rumors, really, about things that happened in other realms. I seem to always be in the wrong place. Something in Oakheart about fire creatures, and something in Popolona, giant water being, giant turtles fighting, and someone that owned a flying ship.
Flying ship, that would be me, thank you.
I wasn't exactly sure when we would meet, but I got a tip that maybe you would be here, and, well, I'm glad I found you. I'm here because I owe you a favor. If I can help you find your friend, so be it.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we would take whatever help you're offering.
I might be a bit rusty in my fighting skills and skirmishing, but I've picked up a few things over the years.
I feel like during all this, Branch is just looking super confused. Like, how do you know him? He was here, but you were gone.
Oh yes, I met your small goblin friend. He's quite nice, and he told me that you're... When I arrived, I was looking for you, and he said that you were here reading a book, and you disappeared, and I figured that, well, magic things being the way they are, that you probably would turn up, and here you are. Fancy that.
Timothy, the intern, walks back in carrying a bunch of books. Like, oh, you're back. Oh, Professor Saeleas. I made very sure I kept everything in order. There was no eating. There was no drinking. I'm really glad to see you back here. And welcome. I tried to tidy up a little bit, and we followed all the rules.
Well done, Timothy. You'll make Chief Sorter in no time.
Okay, thank you. Well,
no drinking. Is that like an all the time policy, or only when you're not around, Saeleas?
Not near the books. It's a book protection device. No flames, no drinking, no eating, no crumbs, no fire magic, and don't go on the fourth floor. It's a cursed situation. Don't worry about it.
Wow, now I kind of want to go to the fourth floor.
Really, don't go on the fourth floor. We should have it taken care of soon.
Last I checked, the stairs just went from 3 to 5 because of the curse.
Yeah, honestly, the fourth floor is like all I can think about now.
Is it dangerous, or is it just...
I should not have mentioned the fourth floor. I'm sorry. I'm going to go. I'm sorry about the fourth floor. It's all good. I'll see you all later. Thank you. Please don't...
it's inaccessible.
There's clubs over there if you want to...
I really think like we should go to the fourth floor. Immediately.
You could certainly try, but it is really completely inaccessible. It's in its own dimension at the moment.
Literally, you can't get there. It's really kind of a big problem.
Well, I think we'd like to try.
You all go up the stairs and you go to the third floor. You like look at the third floor door and you walk up, and then you get to the fifth floor, and then you go back down and you get to the third floor. And they're like, eh?
It's like
It
in old
literally doesn't
buildings how
exist.
like the elevator goes from 12 to 14. Same deal.
Yeah. It was
mean,
there
I
once
could-
and it was filled with books, and now it does not exist.
I haven't done it yet, but I could go to the ethereal plane if we really wanted to get weird and check this out.
You asked for this,
I'm not
Zach.
Oh, we got to get to
Like,
the bottom.
Zach,
of this
that is Dungeon Master 101. Like, the minute you tell your players, like, oh, don't do the thing, like, that is all I want to do now.
I don't have a
Let's
plan
focus
for the
on
fourth
Gravely.
floor, you guys. It literally doesn't exist.
You said this was a sandbox episode, Zach.
Yes. There's no sand in there, though.
We go up the stairs to the fourth floor, and then we keep walking, and suddenly we're on the second floor again. And every time we go up, it just like keeps going. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Fine.
Sarsa, I can tell you, it's an alcohol-free dimension, so you don't want to go there.
Oh, right. So, back to Gravely.
You're welcome, Zach.
So eventually you head back down to the lobby, and the portal that you came through is charged up and open again. And you can kind of see the image of the room in Cambion on the other side of it.
If you lost your friend in this area, in the United King's realm, then it might behoove us to go back and look in areas that this necromancer possibly had a hideaway or a stronghold, a summer home, mountain cottage, something like that. That, you know, like my necromancer, I had to track down and look where there was rot and corruption in the forest. Perhaps there's some sort of signs that we can track down, pulling from the very land of the essence.
Like gentrification.
Possible. It depends on what he feeds on.
I don't remember anything like that, but he did have this heart render, and basically, if you were stabbed by it, then the person that you loved would die. And it seemed to maybe be fed by the suffering of that, would be my guess, although, you know...
Did that sound familiar to me, DM? That weapon or ability?
Not specifically, potential encounters of sort of like very evil items like that, but not that one specifically, and not specifically related to your experience with Kilani or anything.
Did that seem like, I don't know if there's maybe a role I could make, like, but did that seem like maybe a potential source of power, or was that just like a weird weapon that he had? Could I maybe roll like something for that? Like a...
Yeah, I mean, ask a specific question.
We know it was used against him because when What's-His-Face tried to use it against him, he was like, can't be used twice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel like that answers my question, though.
So what is your specific question? And then you can roll Arcana.
Like, do I think that modus operandi of that particular weapon, do I think that might be any kind of a link to, like, where he gained his power? Or do I think that was just kind of a cool thing that he had?
Roll Arcana.
9!
That's something. You think that it sounds like, I mean, it's not insubstantial. It seems very evil for that to exist. It's specifically cruel and hurtful and used to control people in kind of a terrible way. The notion of like, is this just a interesting thing? Like, no, that's definitely like an evil that shouldn't exist in the world kind of cursed item. And items like that could have all sorts of interesting powers and histories, but you don't have any specific sense that the dagger was related to the fog. I think also specifically it was significant that you witnessed something very similar happen with Kilani and Oliver. Like that was the other end of this process. Like the magic seemed very similar. The fog was definitely the same kind of fog, and there was no parallel weapon or device involved in that. So that would be your biggest clue that like the dagger is kind of its own thing from what took Gravely.
All right. You know what? The whiskey just kicked in. Scratch what I said. He did have a really nasty heart render type weapon, but I think it's more aligned with what we saw with you and Kaylani.
We could talk to the John Fletcher's kids who might know more about like where his stuff came from. Dahlia and the human boy.
That is true. Children sometimes can surprise you. Starting with them might be a good source of information, perhaps.
In the image of the that you can kind of see through the portal, you kind of see Bartleby kind of like look through, kind of like poke in, lean in, and like wave at you. He can kind of see you too. Not Bartleby. Bartleby. Yes, Bartleby. Who, because Bartleby was kind of like operating portals for you all, I'm going to handle this by generally describing things Bartleby might do. And Chris, if you want to like speak them, we can do that.
Sure. Yes.
You don't have to, or I can.
No,
I've done Bartleby while you weren't present, but like we can code
pretty good.
Bartleby a little bit. You can't necessarily hear him on this other side of the portal, but you see him kind of like wave and give you a thumbs up, like things are good. Anytime you're ready.
But
Yeah, it doesn't seem to send sound as well as it's currently doing visuals.
how about what should be our next course of action? Should we go back? Who is your team leader at this point?
Well, I mean, I've certainly taken on many mantles.
I'm the captain here. I'll be the leader.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Although possibly Tiburon. I mean, he was first mate.
I'm more of a second mate material.
I thought it was more of a sort of like democracy, collective kind of way of...
There's no such thing. I'm the captain.
Well, last I heard, you didn't have your ship with you.
Takes more than a ship to be a captain. And my ship is in safekeeping.
Oh, Master Saeleas, would you be coming with us, or you're going to stay here in the library?
I'm going to have both Branch and Saeleas try to go through.
Yeah, so you all walk through. Do you want to like give some? If Saeleas is going to go join Cambion, do you want to like check in with Timothy or anything before you go?
Okay, Timothy. Now I'm going to leave
taking my
you in
lunch
charge.
break.
Now don't mess anything up. And don't try to get to the 4th floor.
It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
I know they put ideas in your head.
I was going to research some things on that, but it turns out the books I was going to use to research were on the 4th floor. So
Well,
that
would
didn't
make
work.
sense.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. So I don't think that's going to be a problem, really.
All right. Well, you reorganize the card catalog and
Okay, I can
keep
do
an
that.
eye out and make sure that the knowledge stays safe.
Okay, all right, and you'll be back by tea time, or do you?
As soon as I can, I must save my friend. It's adventure time.
Okay, all right, have fun with that.
It's adventure time. Is that our new slogan?
It's his. Saeleas likes
Oh,
adventure.
okay. Okay.
Adventure!
So you all head through the portal, and sure enough, Sarsa steps through. Tiburon, Randall, Oliver, Branch, and that's it. Bartleby's there. You're in the portal room, like, oop, darn it.
Oh, well, I'm sure he's fine. He seems to be a capable sorcerer.
How can someone be fine when you don't know where they are?
Well, do you have any way of communicating with him?
Sarsa's gonna take her little tattoo and... Saeleas, boyo, where are you?
You don't get anything from the message version. He's not close. Bartleby's also there, so Bartleby is like,
Oh, hi everybody. Yeah, that tends to happen quite a bit. Hi. Oh, and you're new, Mr. Old Elf Guy.
No, this is not Saeleas, though. I'll try to find him. Oh, actually, hold on. I got a stone. I think I gave him one too.
Hey, Saeleas, this is Bartleby. Do you hear me over?
I'm okay. I don't know where I am. Although it might be the library, just not a place I've seen before.
Okay, well, if you can just do a little reconnaissance, be careful, don't die, and if we figure out if you need something, then maybe we can send another portal your way, or yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. You're very industrious.
Is did everyone else make it okay?
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, have fun.
Good luck. All right, he's fine.
we'll jump forward a little bit from there. You kind of like head back out through the castle without seeing too much action. There's some guards posted and stuff. They're now kind of the new version of the rebellion New Cambion guards that Riggs was kind of putting together. But you don't kind of like, you're able to kind of like walk back outside to the main square without really encountering anybody kind of still showing Oliver a little bit of the lay of the land, maybe giving him a little bit of the backstory of what happened there. Like, this is the room where we fought, and just kind of generally catching him up to your experiences and what's just happened here.
And there was a lot of mist, and we jumped over this part because we couldn't figure it out.
You are, I think, not like healed from your battle with the bear and everything. I don't think we like built in a rest or anything. So you're again kind of beat up, not like incredibly, but like you're needing at some point to rest and heal up. But this can be another point where like you might potentially go different directions if you're gonna like look to talk to somebody or check in with any personal business.
I sort of turn over to Randall. Randall, I think they've got it well in hand. Do you think you could help me with something?
Sure, buddy. Whatever you need.
All right. And I show him the scroll that I got. I got this scroll.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure the person that gave me the scroll is right over in that store.
Yeah, the book nerd.
Yes.
Yeah, so what are we going to do? Beat him up? Are we going to rip up his other scrolls? Or
No, we don't need to go in aggressive. But maybe, just maybe, they might know a little something about what's going on, eh?
Okay, yeah. All right, should we go over and talk to him?
Yeah.
Or should we dig through their garbage?
Let's not announce it. We'll just slip away. Just real subtle, like. Step back.
I think while they're kind of like whispering about that and talking about, because you're out in the kind of the Times Square where the kind of like square where the singing unicorn is, the scrivery is, it's kind of close to where you enter the castle. So it's where the Heartrend ceremony happens. So this is the kind of the big meeting area. While they're whispering about that, you see Lady Dahlia, older adult age daughter of Lord Malkadoth, headed back to the fortress, kind of where you were just coming out of.
So that would be Lady Dahlia. She might be someone to talk to get more information. What do you say, Oliver?
Yeah, that is Malkadoth, John Fletcher's daughter.
Is she a teenager or 20-something?
Yeah, probably mid-20s.
Mid-20s, okay.
How old is Riggs?
30s?
Riggs is, I mean, neither of them are like super easy to place because they have different histories. Dahlia's probably had a lot more access to like beauty products and stuff, whereas Riggs looks older, but like it could definitely be kind of like hard life older. They're roughly the same age, 20s or 30s.
So it's not creepy. It's
yeah.
Good.
Right.
So you two kind of like go off to like, all right, that's Lady Dahlia. Maybe we should ask her some questions. Or I'd say you three, probably Branch, Sarsa, and Oliver. While Carlos and Randall, Tiburon and Randall, why don't we follow you a little bit to do what now? Look through his garbage or look for Caraquil? Like, what do you...
Look through his garbage. I think we'd probably go into the store, unless Randall really wants to look through the garbage first.
Yeah, let's take a look in there. Randall's going to go around and knock over trash cans. And...
All right, Randall. While you're looking in there, maybe we should come up with a plan, if we were to speak with them.
Oh, okay, yeah. What do you think?
Have you ever heard of good guard, bad guard?
Oh, no.
All right, well, one of us would be the good guard, right?
Okay.
And we'd be falling in and being very friendly like, and then one of us would be the bad guard, and we'd sort of turn the screws on them a little bit just to try and create a dynamic whereupon he'll be scared of the bad guard, and that way he'll open up to the good guard, eh?
Oh, okay. Great. I didn't bring any screws, but I might have some in my bag.
All right, well, we don't need literal screws, but maybe a little something that might be menacing without being threatening, aye? So nothing too sharp, but something a little, off-putting.
Oh, okay. Randall thinks for a little bit, and he digs around in his bag, and he's gonna pull out like a mandible of like a shark. That's like
All,
the jaw
all right.
of like a big fish or shark or something, with a bunch of teeth in it, or like a big fish thing, and just kind of puts it over his shoulder like this.
Aye, yes. Just keep it away from his face. Aye.
Oh, okay, great.
So kind of like walking towards the scribery over there, it looks like it is like there's doors closed and a window that has a bunch of kind of like vials and papers, scrolls, there's stuff. It's like sort of a display window with not any like clear intent of displaying anything, really. It's like a very sort of like cluttered little shop, you can tell. It looks open. It is next to a little alleyway where there is some kind of like stuff spread about, like a little garbage bin and kind of like a bench and some stuff where there's some kind of like empty vials and refuse around.
So is this more garbage in addition to the garbage Randall was just sifting through?
Randall's mandible and potential screws, I assume, came out of his bag. This is
It was his personal collection. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We were just looking through your bag while we walked over. Got it.
Yes.
from his own mobile garbage, whereas this is like there's a little bit of like refuge next to the scribery.
Okay. Looking down the alleyway, Tiburon's like, Randall, this is your area of expertise, aye? Maybe we could glean some info from the refuse in the back there.
Oh yeah. And you'll go and look through.
Roll a d6 and an investigation check.
Okay.
Ooh.
D6 is a 1.
All right.
And an investigation, 19.
So you're able to sift through, look at a few things. You find a particular vial that has a little something left in it. That's kind of the most interesting thing you're able to come across. And with a good investigation check, you're pretty sure this vial was filled with poison, and the few drops that are in there are kind of like maybe it's a little bit kind of like sticky and gooey and stuck to the sides of this vial. Like that was probably poison, and who knows if you've got like a lethal dose left in it. Probably not, or it wouldn't be thrown away, but like wouldn't be good to sample. Maybe for a possum, but not for the average mortal.
Randall's gonna like look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, this was definitely poison." Kind of shake it out a little bit, put his finger in there. Can you kind of what? No, it's okay. I'm very used to drinking all sorts of toxic and poisonous material. Did I get any sense of what type of poison it might be? Does it have an essence of
a hint of peach.
Nightshade?
Sure. For perception, I'll give you perception with like advantage for like you have proficiency in tasting toxic stuff.
Ooh, 19.
Dang. All right. Yeah, I would say this is a poison that is used for like deterring small animals. This is like exterminator's poison, not necessarily for killing them, but you might like put it around the like outside of a building to keep pests and stuff from going in.
Oh yeah, standard pest removal. Yeah, this stuff's not strong. This is easy stuff. In fact, I might put a little bit of this on some eggs or something.
All right, let's jump back to our other crew. So Randall and Tiburon have kind of walked off a little bit and kind of like gestured like we're gonna go over here for a while. The rest of you, Lady Dahlia is not walking towards you, but walking towards the castle, but towards you. So she kind of like sees you and sort of like waves. You haven't talked to her alone before.
Dahlia, lady, my dear, do you have a moment? Just a wee take. We won't take up too much of your time. We know you're a busy lady and all.
So she's walking with a little bit of an escort, like two guards, and she kind of turns to them and sort of gestures like, "Go on in, I'll be there in a moment." And so she walks up to you. Certainly for the heroes of Cambion. Yes, what can I do for you?
Right, so, hope things are going well, post-revolution. I know it can be a time of a lot of unrest. Anyways, all that craziness that went down with Malkadoth and the defeating of your father and all that. Well, we lost our friend. I think you might be aware of that. And this feller right here, Sarsa's going to point to Oliver. Well, he's had a similar experience, and well, I was hoping maybe he could actually maybe ask you some questions, because maybe he could shed some light on what was going on and how we can find our friend.
Yes. Well, hello, my lady. My name is Colavar Famor, but you can just call me Oliver.
Welcome to Cambion, Qualivar, Fairmore, Oliver. You're welcome here.
Under the circumstances, I understand I might need to say sorry for your loss, but
It's complicated. My father, he's been traveling a dark road for a long time now, and I'm afraid that this needed to happen.
I understand complicated relationships in family are always difficult waters to navigate. I believe he might not truly be gone from this world. I had a similar dealing with a wizard of some power a long time ago that had similar methods to your father. This particular wizard, it was a different person, and what he did after he was seemingly defeated was his incorporeal essence, we'll just say spirit, found purchase in another place as he tried to rebuild himself.
Mm.
But it was a place that he had pre-chosen, perhaps a place familiar to him. Would you know of any place that your father held dear, perhaps a secret keep or a tower or underground facility or something that only those close to him might know about?
It wouldn't surprise me if my father, with the dark magics he's become more and more involved in, were to have something like that in place. But he was very secretive. Where could it be? This fortress, as you see, is built into the very mountain of Cambion here, and I understand that's the direction this necrotic mist traveled. It's possible that somewhere back in the mountain could be a cave, a keep, a hold, something along those lines. This mountain goes back miles and miles, and rumors are that it's connected to the Underdark and all about. So I believe my father was conducting explorations in that area, but beyond that, I couldn't tell you anything more than that for sure.
Is there a place to get into the mountain, like a mine?
Or is there someone that might know more about the geology or the inner workings or ley lines of the mountain?
Well, there's some prospectors and miners that come through town from time to time. Along the mountain, there's various caves and entrances in certain spots, but they're very dangerous. Sometimes people go in there to explore, to forage for ores, or to decide if there might be something more valuable. And best case scenario, they generally find that it's too dangerous to pursue that. And worst case scenario, they presumably learn that it's too dangerous to pursue that because they don't come back. So it's not a growth industry here in Cambion, mining mountain.
Yes.
Do you know of any people who have been in and then did not die and came out?
Well, no, there was a few weeks ago, there was a prospector who headed off to explore a cave around the... I could get you a map and show you roughly where this cave was. He headed out there a few weeks ago, but have not heard from him since then.
Oliver actually, at that point, pulls out a small parchment and unrolls it. It's very tightly wound and has a little silk ribbon around it, and he pulls it out, and there's this very elaborate calligraphy drawn, like brown ink on parchment, of this realm. And it has like different areas kind of hand done and everything like that. And he's like, would this help if you showed me on the map where approximately this cave would be, or where the site would be?
Oh, sure. You're very prepared. Well, so he came to court a few weeks ago and asked permission to explore a cave that he had detected, and it would be roughly here. And so there's kind of like, the mountain's pretty big. It takes up a fair portion of the realm of Cambion, which is not that big. So like there's enough of a of a kind of like, she can kind of like roughly point to the area
Yes.
where this cave is, enough that you could kind of like get out there and check it out if you wanted to.
And we're, of course, talking about Mount Cambion. This is the mountain.
Yes, this one.
Yes. Can't miss it.
There's a fortress built into it. It's that one.
Yes, it's the fortress one, right? So, okay, so on the eastern side, sort of northeastern. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much, my lady. Myself and my associates do quite appreciate the information. Perhaps it can lead to some sort of closure for you.
That would be wonderful. Be careful there. I know you're formidable warriors. You've proven that, but be careful exploring the mountain.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you, Lady Dahlia. We appreciate your time.
Hey, Randall, where'd they go?
Back to the scribery. You've explored the garbage. You're out front. You've attempted to talk about good guard, bad guard. Has not gone great. You've developed a mandible.
All right, Randall, let's go in.
All right. Wait, are you going to be good guard or are you going to be bad guard?
Well, you have the mandible, so I think I should try and be good guard. Unless that doesn't work out, then we can switch.
Okay, so whoever has the mandible will be bad guard.
So at that point, the door you're like standing in front of opens. Carrico is there. Is like, oh, you're here. I heard you talking. I wasn't sure what was. Would you like to come in?
Of course. And Tiburon steps in.
Okay. Well, here's in.
Randall, as he comes up, is going to kind of like snarl a little bit, like, "Rawr," I kind of make a mean face at him.
Roll intimidation, Randall.
$19.
Oh, yeah. He like jumps back. He like is trying to like very politely open the door for you and let you in, and you like snarl right at him and kind of like lunge toward him a little bit, and he like jumps back, lets go of the door, and like stumbles back into a block of like a trips over a stack of books and falls on a table, and a couple of like vials roll down and break, and some kind of like smoke flurries up from there. It's like, oh no, that's good. That's not. Oh, and one of them's kind of like rolling towards some manuscripts, and he kind of like jumps down and has to get the manuscript before this liquid gets onto it. Like, I'm sorry. I startle easily. Just come in, make yourself at home. Oh no, that's going to burn.
Where are my manners? This is my friend Randall. He's harmless. He's a fantastic creature. Don't worry.
I'm sorry very much, Randall. Welcome. No, we've met before, and so yes. Make yourself at home. How did the scroll work out? The shape water. Have you been able to cast it or learn it?
The scroll was lovely. It was very useful in many ways. I've shaped mead and beer into circles, and occasionally even a rectangle once.
Oh, excellent!
It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad I could be of help.
When you gave me that scroll, it got me thinking. Because we've been off having adventures of sorts. With this whole mounted off thing and everything. I'm sure you've heard about some of it, but it got me thinking. Maybe you might have a scroll of mist or fog, because you see, we have a friend, who disappeared into the mist and fog, and maybe, just maybe, I thought you might have something that could help us. Is that?
A scroll of mist.
Cut the curds, Caraquill. We know you're up to something. All right? And we're not going to take it. All right? You better tell us exactly what we need to hear, and the time is now.
Misty Step is a spell. We could. I can cast it. I don't think I have a
Step.
scroll,
He's gonna reach out and like strike him, like give him a slap on the face.
All right, roll intimidation again.
11.
It's not quite as intimidating. He's like, he knows, like, you have a little bit of a relationship with Querico. You guys have been around. He recognized you alone. So he was not very comfortable around you before. So I think he has a sense of like Randall acts erratically and like, I don't really want to mess with him. So like, he's definitely on edge around you. But I think your actual attempt to strike him kind of like misses. Maybe he like kind of jumps back, and your arms aren't very long, so you sort of like swat the air. All right, okay. No misty step. Fog cloud. Fog cloud is a spell where that creates fog. Essentially, like you're saying. Would you like to learn fog cloud, or I could try
I'm
to
getting to the end of this with you. We don't want fog cloud. We know it's something bigger than that. Tell us what's really going on around here.
Oh, settle down, Randall. Settle down.
You know how
I think the only way to really settle him down is to give him what he wants. I
would really like to help, but I don't know. I do.
We know you
I do
like
some
to help. We
potions.
know.
I do spells. I write things down. I can do some like contracts if you want. Do you have like a next of kin you'd like to leave things to? Because a lot of adventurers don't do the proper paperwork in case something happens, and I can totally support you in that. But I don't know really much about devious plots. I'm sorry. If I did, I would tell you, which would make me not a really good person to like deviously plot with. I'm sorry.
Randall's gonna get out like a broken like lamp from his bag, and he's gonna like go up a little bit, and he's gonna tie it to like a something overhead or like a tall bookcase, and he's gonna take it over and he's gonna plug it in. He's gonna tie some things to it. He's gonna turn it on so it makes like a spotlight on him, and he's gonna turn it down. So he's gonna say, "Where were you right before the revolution? Where were you?"
Your breath smells a little like pesticide. Are you okay?
Oh, I eat pesticide for breakfast.
Okay. All right.
He really does. He was talking about putting it on some eggs later. He's
I
not
could-
messing around.
I could brew some for you if you like pesticide, but before the revolution, I met the two of you in the unicorn the night before, and I shared the scroll, and I was trying to help. I know Riggs, and he's
Where
done
did you
good
go?
work.
Where were you? Tell us exactly where you went.
I was here. I live upstairs. There's a cot. This is mostly where I spend my time. I don't get out much.
You told us to come visit. You told us
Yes.
to come see you. Was
Yes.
that for a particular reason? Did you have secrets to share, or maybe some potions to imbue us with?
Well, yes, I could give you, yes. Scrolls, potions. If there's something you'd like to create, I might have some, or might be able to create some. There's a few things. Here's a healing potion. Would you like a healing potion? It's on the house. You've done so much for Cambion. It's little. Red vial. Looks legit.
All right. Well, that's mighty generous. Randall, what do you think? Healing potion? Does that sound pretty good to you? And
He's going to
Tiburon's
take
kinda
it and he's going to
making
throw
a
it down,
face. Yeah.
right down on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, those are very expensive. That's not okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Carrot. Well, it's not going to do it. We need more than that. We need a little juice.
It kind of like seeps into the like mortar of the stones that are at your feet, and you continue to interrogate him, and then like you kind of like hear a noise and like look down, and out of where you threw down the healing potion, there are like cockroaches like starting to like stream out of there, and he's like, oh, and he like jumps up on a chair, and he's like, I used the pesticide earlier to handle the roach problem, but it appears you just healed them, so you might want to stay out of the way. They are previously I accidentally sort of supercharged the pests here. I was working on a spell. I would not let them get in your boots, if at all possible. He is legitimately like up on a chair, doesn't want to interact with those roaches.
Oh, you don't like roaches, huh? And he's going to bend over and pick up one of them. Are they like regular, like small ones? Or are they like bigger, like a hissing cockroach?
They are bigger, and you can
Great.
feel that this roach is like tougher than the average roach for sure.
He's going to like kind of take it and then
CR one half roaches.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to take one and hold it and kind of start to slowly move it kind of towards his face. Tell us what we want to hear.
I don't know. I do magic and things. Oh, please put that down. They do bite. They're quite aggressive. I need to
they're
figure out.
aggressive, and he's going to take a big bite out of its head.
Ooh, they are poison. I guess that's okay for you. Don't. Oh. Randall, you bite the roach in half, and the roach half in your mouth does not die. And the roach half in your hand is definitely still skittering around. And while roaches do that a little bit, like this is definitely also like extra. It's still going. It's still going.
It's going to keep chewing.
I don't know how it's going to go. Eventually, after like a lot of tough chewing, you finally feel the roach in your mouth settle down. And at the same time, the roach half in your hand like stops kicking.
I like a meal that fights back. Now that's gonna be you if you don't spill the beans. Where's our friend? Where did he go? We know you had something to do with it.
Next time on Knights of the Roach Table.
Let's jump back to our other crew while the interrogation presumably goes on a bit. So Dahlia heads back into the castle. She's giving you this kind of like potential lead that maybe there's a cave out there somewhere.
So I think the cave is a good place to start, but in my experience, dealing with information, I think it might be good to find a local tavern, perhaps, that I don't know if you frequent taverns or drinking establishments that much, but you can find quite a bit of information.
Yeah, I've spent some time in a tavern or two.
Excellent. Well, perhaps we can just keep our ear to the ground, so to speak, and as your friends are out doing whatever they're doing, the other two, and we can
twist my arm, I'll go to a tavern.
Of course. Now we will be working. We can't lose our senses, Sarsa.
Well,
just know your
tolerance. Sarsa always keeps her wits about her. Don't know what you're concerned about there.
I like to branch and I'm like, all right, sure. Well, let's go to a tavern. The seedier, the better, and perhaps we can listen in on some conversations.
Yes, Sarsa is definitely the expert in that.
So you got the singing unicorn, like very obviously, like the singing unicorn is like visible. They know it, but like Oliver, in thinking about, is there a tavern? Like clearly there is. It's over there. There might be others in town, but that's the one they know. And it's also like it's probably like midday here, apparently. So it's around lunch time. There's some activity, people walking around.
By the way, Oliver is jacked. he's a lot more
How
muscled
jacked?
and tone. Like he's
calves.
So for an old elf, he's a lot stockier than you remember seeing him. Like before, he was kind of lean fighter like elf, and now he's kind of like old man. Got a little bit of a thickness, like a thick belly, but his muscles are very like stocky.
Nice.
And he's also got this like grizzly Clint Eastwood kind of face with longer hair that's kind of matted. Yeah, that's what he looks like now.
So the bar crew wants to go seek some intel.
Yes.
All right, let's follow them over to the singing unicorn. You head on in. Cletus is there. Tendon bar serving some food. It's kind of like maybe half full. There's some people. It's not like rowdy. There's some people eating lunch food, and maybe a few of them have some ale, but there's not like a lot of heavy drinking going on.
Oliver just kind of goes to a booth in the back. just sits down, takes out a little book and starts writing in it.
Sarsa immediately goes to the bar and orders a pint of whiskey, which is her go-to. The traditional pint of whiskey.
Yeah. Branch will go sit with Oliver.
All right, so the two of you head to a corner booth kind of towards the back where you have a good view of people. Sarsa rolls up to the bar, and Cletus kind of sees you and comes around. He's like, "A pint of whiskey? Are you sure that's just past noon?" So,
I know what I'm doing, boyo. Don't
all
pull any
right,
punches for me. It's been a
all right.
day.
Well, we'll
It's
just
been
call
a
that
week.
I guess a quadruple. Here you go.
Let's be honest, you're only going to charge me for double.
No, that's fine.
Just wondering, if there was anything of note going on since we last were here and visited with you.
No, not too much. Everybody's adjusting to the new reality here, and I mean that sort of shakes up all sorts of life. But people are generally in good spirits. There's nice energy in here. I'm not sure about those two over there. They look a little bit more surly, and so there's two people sitting at a table, which is kind of near to where Oliver and Branch sat down. They definitely, as you survey the crowd, they look like less chipper and happy than the rest of them do. She kind of gets called away. Somebody's like, "Server, over here. Can we have where's my sandwich?" And so she gets kind of called away to deal with bar stuff. You have your pint.
Sarsa's going to stay at the bar, but kind of monitor those people sitting near Oliver.
Oliver is going to try to listen in on different conversations. I would like to think that over time, he's being somebody that's, he's kind of been in seclusion for a bit, and he's just kind of gotten good about listening in on conversations. He's got that sort of innate ability, almost elven ability to listen in, and there's a bunch of voices, and you can kind of hone in almost like a directional mic with and narrow the conversation down.
Roll investigation.
Can it be perception, like a perception thing?
Sure.
Oh, not as good as I hoped. 16.
Yeah, you're sort of zooming in on different conversations around you, even walking up to the booth, just kind of catching a few words from people around you, and kind of as Cletus was kind of referencing, most of them are kind of general chat, a lot of can you believe work was crazy this morning, and sort of people hustling and bustling, but definitely those two people who look a little bit less happy. The conversation you definitely end up on is them kind of whispering and muttering to each other about you catch Malkadoth a couple of times, oh. And as you kind of zoom in and think, what was it, 16?
Yes.
Yeah, you catch them kind of muttering about well, I don't know if Malkadoth is really gone. I don't think this is so great. Malkadoth did a lot of good things. You connect pretty solidly to oh, these are Malkadoth sympathizers, and so at least these two, but maybe more people are not as happy as the general population about this. And also specifically what they're talking about is how do we know Malkadoth is really defeated?
Yeah.
Do you tell Branch this?
Oliver will look at Branch and kind of gesture towards the conversation that he heard this from, the other booth. Branch, if this goes south, I need you to have my back.
If you want, Branch can go listen as a mouse or a other animal that is very small, and see if he can overhear more.
That's all right. I have another tactic I'd like to employ.
Okay. Branch will be here. If you need help, make it obvious.
Oliver will get up and walk over to the table.
And they kind of stop and look up at you. What do you want?
Well,
they actually don't say anything. They just stop. They abruptly stop their conversation, and both are kind of glaring at you a little bit.
Yes. Hello there, folks. I'm wondering if I might be able to join your conversation and perhaps buy you a drink.
You want to buy us a drink? They kind of look at each other and was like,
well, it's been a bit of a hard couple of days, wouldn't you say?
It has been a couple of hard days. I
know.
Yeah, you want a drink? Sure. So they agree to a drink.
He'll kind of, flag somebody to bring him something, and just whatever they're having. Yes, it's been hard for all of us that don't like to see things change, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, it has been hard.
It has been, yes.
Yeah, not all change is good change, right?
Yes, these usurpers coming in, sometimes not for the best to have these people come in and create chaos. It's not like he's really gone.
Do you know? Do you think he's not really gone? You think he's still here? I mean, not everything was bad with Lord Malkadoth, right? Like things were working.
I happen to know for a fact that he's not really gone.
Tell us more.
Well, I wasn't here at the time, you see, but I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm a bit of a outside officer.
And Cletus walks up with a round of 3.
The fletchings are not the way they used to be these days. I mean, the arrows just go to the left all the time. You can't find a good.
And she walks off. So let me know if you need anything else.
So, they just keep going. So I'm a bit of a rogue operative. They're
very much like leaned in, like you're. Yeah. Well, actually, roll persuasion if you're kind of like trying to like bait them into this persuasion or deception with kind of like
persuasion
working. Yeah,
19.
Yeah, so they're totally like leaned in. They're totally buying this. Like, oh, this guy knows what's up.
I'm also kind of like doing that thing that guys do sometimes, where they're kind of flexing, like they're showing how manly and tough this old elf is. Like he's like, I've been around,
radiating solidity.
Don't mess with me, dudes. Like I don't care one way or another. Like he's like, I'm solid, Like,
yeah, they're eating it up.
Yeah. If testosterone was a pheromone, it would just be emanating.
They're definitely guys that think they're all alpha and they call themselves alpha a lot. And like you expressing like actual confidence, they will totally do anything you want them to do.
Yes. Okay. He says, listen, let's just say I've in looking for opportunities for previous management. I wasn't here when all of this went down. I came back to see if I could salvage or help, but apparently it already happened. So what I need to know from sympathizers like yourselves,
guys like us, independent thinkers like us, thinkers like us,
yes, we're all thinking about it.
Yeah,
where is the local stronghold, the fallback place? The place that if things went south, where was the rally point where we were all supposed to meet?
Yeah, where is the rally point where we're all supposed to meet? Yeah, where is that?
I'm asking you.
Oh.
My name is Kendar, by the way. Yours is...
This is Streetcar, and I'm Momo. You can just call me Mo.
Mo, yes. Well, you probably haven't seen me around because I've been traveling a bit. But
well, I mean, me and Streetcar, we met here. We like to hang out here and
Mo, don't
have some ales.
Mo, don't let's not draw attention to ourselves.
Oh yeah, we'll be cool.
Listen,
we could ask around and kind of like see.
You don't know where the stronghold is?
I don't know.
Do you call yourselves followers of my Lord Malkadoth or not?
Yeah, I mean the stronghold used to be the fortress. You saw the fortress, right? Like that's where things were.
They're clearly not at the fortress anymore.
No.
There has to be a fallback. Who was your highest superior officer? Who was the person that you reported to?
I mean, I reported to Lucas, and he sends us to like clean up the streets, and Streetcar here, he was more new to the guards, but more kind of like mostly polishing swords and stuff like that. And so like, I reported to Lucas, and Streetcar, you reported to I reported to Josepher.
Okay, where would I find Lucas or Josepher? There needs to be something that happens quickly, and I need to find them tonight. Stuff is going to happen. We're not out of this yet.
No, but I mean, I think we don't really have necessarily a rally point, but like I could ask around for you. I mean, I think there's a lot of people.
Do you think I look like somebody that needs someone to ask them to ask around?
No.
That's right.
Okay.
I know you have a smart brain on yourself, Mo. I can tell
Yeah,
you're
thanks.
the thinker of the group.
Yeah.
Streetcar, I know that you have street sense.
That's
Apparently,
right.
no one's going to mess with you. We brothers have to stick together.
You're good at knowing people. Yeah, I get that. We're sticking together.
Don't think I've lived this long being someone of ill use. And I know things, and we are not out of this yet. There have been forces weaker and less numbered than ours that have overtaken other forces that are also small, but we can come back from this. What say you? Don't say anything!
They nod.
Good.
They look intimidated and excited at the same time.
That was a test. If you had said something, you would have given it away. And you can't give anything away, but you're giving everything away. Do you understand? Don't say anything.
Okay, one of them's nodding yes, and one of them's shaking his head no.
Nope, don't do that. Just drink your drink.
Reverse, and then the one who is nodding yes starts to nod his head no, and the other one who is saying no starts to nod yes. They're looking
Where
pretty
would I
stressed at this
find
point.
Lucas?
They both point kind of like out to the streets. One of them is kind of like gesturing, like, because he's not speaking based on you. He's like gesturing forward, and then so he handles the street cleanup, not like the guards, but like we actually clean the streets. And so I think he's still doing that. So he's probably in the street cleaner office off behind the plaza, and
right.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's with us. Hey Momo, where's that? What about that one guy? Crazy Lou. I mean, we don't call him Crazy Lou, but like the guy everybody calls Crazy Lou. I mean, we should just call him Lou. He's got some good ideas.
Is he crazy or not? I need to know these things.
Other people call him Crazy Lou, but like it's really because he has some good ideas. Like if you really
sit down and listen to him, so it's a good crazy. Like, oh man, this is so crazy. I can't believe it will work.
Absolutely, yeah. I haven't. Have you seen him? Have you seen him lately? No, I haven't seen him in since the uprising. He might be a person to talk to. Like he was.
Assuming he's not dead or captured.
He could be, yeah.
Or
I mean, maybe that's what
turncoat
happened.
to the cause.
Not Crazy Lou. I mean, not Lou. No, I think he's loyal to the end.
Well, he'd be crazy.
We can maybe find him for you.
I don't want you to find anyone. I need you to stay low.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, keep drinking. You never saw me. And Oliver just gets up and goes back to the booth with Branch.
They keep drinking.
He comes up to Branch and says, "We're leaving."
Did you find?
Oliver just turns around, walks out, walks
Branch,
past Sarsa, and kind of like without even looking at her, just kind of like taps her on the arm and just keeps walking.
When Branch gets up to Sarsa, he just goes, "He's sneaky," scurries after you.
Let's go back to the scribery. Some more intimidation has happened. Some more eating of cockroaches, knocking of things over. And like, it's been a while. You've been interrogating Caraquill for a while. And he's looking like stressed and sweaty and just tired. And you haven't really gotten anywhere. Like you're feeling like, yeah, I don't know. Like he's willing to help. He doesn't seem to be.
All right. But what about like if you were a necromancer or something? What could you
I'm not a necromancer. I'm not.
Well, no, not you specifically, but like in a general sense. If you were
if I was a necromancer, I mean, I'd bring things back to life and stuff. I mean, frankly, between the three of us here, he's the necromancer. Now I've got like super cockroaches infesting my whole place here. Like he brought them back to life. I mean, I guess he technically healed them, but like this is going to be a problem for me ongoing. You realize this? Like this is not.
He did.
This is not
he
okay.
Ate a bunch of them.
He did, but like, there's so many. And I'm pretty sure they reproduce at the same kind of like super level. Like in 3 days, I could be overrun here. Randall, if you want to keep eating them, I don't know what else to do. I mean, it took me 2 days to brew the pesticide, and that only worked so-so. It apparently didn't kill them. They're healed right out of it.
Well, yeah, I'll keep eating them while we're here. Well, listen, you better help us out, and you better give us a name. Who's behind all this?
I don't know, Jonathan Fletcher. I don't know anything. Like I'm just here to support. I'm a support person. Like I'm not big on adventuring. I'm happy to like provide anything you want. Do you want to learn Fog Cloud? I can teach you Fog Cloud. I think I can figure. I might have a scroll around here or something. But you got to go easy on me.
Opposite of a fog cloud. We need to.
What's the opposite of a fog cloud? A defog cloud? I don't think that's
defogging.
I don't.
We got to bring our friend back.
Oh, like seeing, sending. You want like a scrying kind of spell?
Scrying. Would that help us? Would we see visions?
He's making up words now. Don't listen to him.
No, maybe it's a real word, Randall.
Scrying is a real word. Yeah, that's a spell you can cast. It's very high level, but you can see and hear a creature. That it has to be on the same plane of existence, and you could find somebody from a long way away, and I mean that might be what you want to do if it worked. If your friend Gravely is somewhere where he exists and he could see himself, you might be able to see him and pick up some clues there for where he is.
Caraquil, that is a cracking plan. I love it. Randall,
I hate
what
it.
do you think?
I think it sucks, and I think he's holding back on us.
Okay, well, I'm not. We've established that, but it's a very high level divination spell. I don't know it, and I could check into some things and talk to some friends, and maybe I might be able to find a scroll or something for you. If you wanted to try that at some point, it's going to take me a while.
Hours? Days?
Oh, days.
All right.
Day. And he's going to hold up the mandible up high. Day.
Are we negotiating? It's going to happen as fast. I can try. I mean, check back with me tomorrow. I can. It's not. You can roll intimidation with disadvantage now. The allure of Randall's intimidation is quickly wearing off.
Oh my God, 16.
Look, I can't guarantee anything, but okay, just come back tomorrow, and I'll see what I can do. I might at least have a better idea of what it would take to get one.
All right, and I'm taking these roaches, and he's going to put his trash bag down, and he's going to scurry them all into his trash bag.
Please, by the gods, take the roaches.
Good thinking, Randall. All right, Caraquil, thank you. And then Tiburon shakes his hand. Thank you for all your help. All right, we'll get out of your hair now.
You're able to like pick up a few roaches and scurry them off, and like you're heading on out. And one of the roaches, you kind of look down at the roaches, and you're pretty sure you see one of the roaches, which its little antenna, do the little like point at its eyes and point back at Caraquil thing. You're like, which is a like, oh no, are they super intelligent? This could be bad.
They're learning.
And you head out.
Well, I think that went pretty good, Tiburon.
All right, Randall, you got a good hang of this good guard, bad guard thing.
Yeah, next time, can I be bad guard?
So roughly on the same time frame, like the three of the other crew rock out of the singing unicorn as you're walking out of the scribery, kind of like back into the square. Again, you're all definitely like feeling like you're a little beat up. You're gonna need to rest. You have this, you have a couple leads kind of like out there. Nothing that's necessarily a huge rush.
We see the other two, so Oliver will go up to him and say, "Hello, Randall and Tiburon. Were you able to have any productive information?"
We might have a bead on some scrying. That might help us at least get a general sense of what might be going on with Gravely.
A scrying spell. That's quite high level. It's quite advanced magics. You said that might be not right away.
Might take a day or two.
I see. I was able to find through sympathizers with Lord Malkadoth a person named Crazy Lou that might know about where a possible rally point or a second hideout within the mountain might be. We just have to find him. We have a lead on a Lucas who might be in street sweeping. Randall, or do you know anyone that might be in the sanitation office named
Randall,
Lucas?
you do know Lucas, the street sweeping supervisor, and you hate that guy because he cleans up all the good trash. He's very good at his sanitation job, and no fan of you, and he doesn't like you at all. You've had some run-ins with Lucas.
Oh yeah, we go back. We go back a long time.
How would you like to find him and ask him some questions?
I'd like that. I know how to be bad cop.
Let's go find him. Can you take us to the sanitation office?
Okay, but they don't really like me around there.
Leave that to me.
Let's head over there. Time to get even.
You head over to the sanitation office. Randall leads you there. It is impeccably clean, and Lucas is the Lucas, the sanitation supervisor, is there, looking very clean and dapper, very nice white coveralls, and hey, welcome. Can I help you? This is welcome to the sanitation department, and praise the new order, right?
Yes, praise the new order, indeed.
Oh,
Listen,
hello, Randall. I didn't see you there.
Hello, Lucas.
Randall, perhaps I might be able to speak to Lucas alone for 1 minute?
Sure. I'll just
possible?
be over here, and he's going to kind of take out some garbage from the bag and kind of hold it out.
Don't do it. Do not do that. Don't do it. Stop.
Hold it down. He just eats it instead.
All right,
Listen,
just wait outside. All right, wait outside.
Lucas.
Yes. Yes.
My name is Kendar. I'm an operative for the
Very pleased to meet you.
former administration.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, a lot of us were, so yeah, me too, obviously. But the streets need cleaning, no matter who's in charge, right? We do the real work.
Yes. What I'm wondering is if one were interested in having a meetup place for people that are still
Clean
maybe
things?
getting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm fine. I'm glad to meet some like-minded people. I mean, we could get together. We could do some laundry.
No,
that would be really
perhaps
cool.
you misunderstand me, Lucas. I'm asking people that are still interested in. Well, we're having trouble getting over losing our former Lord Malkadoth, as it were, and if we're not able to meet at the palace for fear of being arrested. But are you following what I'm saying?
I mean, frankly, I think I am, but like I said, it doesn't matter. The person in charge, they come and they go. It used to be the chancellor, and I've been here a long time, and I keep the streets clean. So frankly, I don't know. I
Right.
get what you're going at, but that's not my
Sure.
jam. I'm the street cleaner. If you
Okay.
want to meet up and we could shine shoes and we could, maybe you should busy yourself with hard work. Maybe. Don't think like
Yes,
that. That's not going to get you anywhere.
Do I can I get a sense that he knows anything about what I'm trying to or is he just kind of on the up and up?
You can roll insight.
15.
Yeah, he definitely you're reading yeah, this guy is all about keeping stuff clean.
He's not a dirty guy.
He's
clean.
charmingly innocent and is very much he's giving you very much his life philosophy. This guy's been cleaning these streets through three at least 3 regimes at this point, and he's just been doing his job.
Right.
Definitely
Well,
clean Lucas is different than this crazy Lou guy who seems like he might be a better lead.
Listen, Lucas, perhaps I misspoke, and if you know Mo and Streetcar, that
Oh yeah, I do know those guys. I don't know.
well, apparently they might
it's hard
be
to find. There's it's weird I mean, I feel like it's a very inspiring profession, but it's really hard to keep people on staff that want
I'm sure
to
it is.
clean up the
yes.
streets. I mean,
Well, perhaps if you just, give them a little bit more motivation and maybe do some team bonding, perhaps. Listen, can you tell me where we might be able to find this Lou, sometimes known as Crazy Lou because of his fantastical ideas?
oh man, you can't. I mean, I don't recommend it.
I'm just the messenger. I didn't call him that. It was some, it's the word
People
on the
confuse
street.
us sometime, and it's not great to be
I understand,
confused with
yes.
that guy. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. I mean, sometimes he's a little bit of a messy one too, but
And Oliver will slip a couple silver to Lucas and say, "Do you know where I can find him?"
are you trying to bribe me, sir?
No, it's for
I
your.
am a sanitation commissioner for the realm of Cambion, and we may be small, but we are on the up and up. You keep your silver, and if I see Crazy Lou, I will let you know.
Right.
Randall, pick that up right now. Absolutely not here.
Oliver will walk out and just tell Randall, be like, "He's all yours."
I've been training my whole life for this.
So that's that. I mean, I think it's a point where
That was a dead end.
there's a dangerous sounding cave. You don't have any clues about Crazy Lou, but he seems like definitely a figure to keep an eye out for. You've got like Caraquil out there, like trying to rustle up a scrying spell for you. So, thinking around, you're definitely in a place of like, we could head out to explore a dangerous sounding cave, or maybe we should turn in and rest.
Well, what say
Good luck.
you, friends? We're all outside this shop, kind of walking back.
Mhm.
And I'll say, "Well, it's getting a bit late. Should we turn in for the night, and then in the morning, perhaps we can check out this cave that the lady told us about? It's the only real lead we have, unless we happen to find this Crazy Lou."
Yes, I think going in the morning to the cave is a good idea. The sooner the better. We don't know how long Gravely will be okay.
So let's go ahead. Some kind of like regular evening dining, resting, polishing of armor, and doing maintenance happens. Go ahead and credit yourself a long rest and recovery for everybody. So you rest in for the night. You kind of like you stay at the rooms at the Singing Unicorn again, and in the morning you're kind of like coming downstairs and rustling up some breakfast and stuff again, and there's a knock at the door. Hello, are you in there, Sarsa? Sarsa, Randall, Branch. I have a message.
Oh, Sarsa's just a wee bit hungover, but it's fine, sure, Ali. And Sarsa will get up and open the door.
Okay, here. And it's just like a person kind of like slips through a little folded piece of paper. So you take a look at the paper, and it's from Bartleby saying like, I have a message from the boss in quotes. And so please come on back to the portal, and we should be ready to go.
All right, lads, we've been summoned.
Oh, I thought we were going to this cave. Is it? Well, I guess we can change of plans.
Maybe they know something and can help us.
Who is this boss? Is this Bartleby? He's the boss?
No, it's the library guy.
Saeleas is the boss?
Yep.
It is probably our friend Sora.
She's here in Cambion?
Or she sent a message to Bartleby and will get us... Why don't we go to the portal and find out?
Right, let's go.
So you all head over there, all through the woods and across the zombie trails and all of the things, and no woods, through the square, through the castle, through the zombie moat, all of that, and get back to the portal room. And Bartleby is in there, is like, welcome. And hey, the last portal went pretty well, right? I think they were getting a lot more stable. It's going pretty well, right? Did you have any side effects or anything?
Saeleas disappeared. That is a side effect.
Yeah, other than that, no, I know that, but like, the trip there went pretty well. You went right through. You got to where you were going, and most of you came back. Everybody that left here came back here, so that's something, right?
I feel like right now the bar is incredibly low.
You're doing a fantastic job with your station, and keep up the good work. And what is it that you have to tell us?
Oh, well, yeah. So I got it all calibrated, and apparently there's a some of y'all have experience with the fire realms and the water realms. There's, as you might guess, there's two other realms. There's an air realm and there's an earth realm, and I guess they've been kind of like at not really a war, but kind of like a feud a little bit. And Sora, she sent a message that she'd like you to go and maybe sort of like negotiate and kind of see if you could bring them over to our side. And so that's a tall order, and so. It could be a good thing. So anyway, I think I got it all calibrated. We should be good to go. The remote and this portal, like the work you guys have done, is just amazing. This is so much better than the situation we were in before. So thanks for that. And I'm pretty sure no side effects whatsoever. So let me just power it up. And he throws a switch. Yeah.
But we were going to go try to find Gravely.
Well, yeah, of course, as soon as we can. But Sora asked you to. I mean, it shouldn't be a terribly long mission.
So
if this is where you need my assistance, I'm all right to help you out.
Was it the Earth realm and the air realm, or the wind realm? Where are we going?
That there's people of the air realm and people of the earth realm, just like there was a fire realm and a water realm. They seem to have some sort of a feud, and they're wanting you to go sort it out. So he throws a switch and the portal charges up, and then you hear the sound of running, and somebody yells, "For Lord Malkadoth!" And something comes flying into the room, and there's an explosion. Everybody make a dexterity save.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
15.
Oh.
11.
Randall.
6.
Actually, so Branch, you're able to definitely knock Randall out of the way, and everybody is kind of able to dodge this, but the portal, there's an explosion that happens in this room, and the portal absorbs all of the energy from that explosion and then sucks you all into it. It kind of you're not stepping into the portal almost expands and pulls you all in. And we'll leave it there.
Did we see who yelled for Lord Malkadoth? Was it Mo? Was it crazy?
It wasn't a voice you recognized, but it did sound kind of crazy.